Battlefield 2042 is currently receiving a massive amount of hate. Over the last 3 to 4 days, it's been playable on all platforms, and it's been ridiculed by all social media platforms, by tons of forum communities. Despite it being an older build of the game, people are so damn mad, bro. If you go on YouTube, there are just hundreds of videos of just harsh criticism going directly towards DICE, absolutely roasting the hell out of the game. I haven't seen any positivity at all. And I hate to say it, guys, but this could lead to a catastrophic launch for Battlefield 2042. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? I'm Treyllo. Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Thank you guys for watching so far, and if you do enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And if you don't mind, join the Discord down below. It's one click away. So me personally, I fell in love with the Battlefield 2042 beta. But don't get me wrong, I hear and see the major flaws the game has. Let's dive into one of the main problems that the game's having, and that's the class system. Battlefield 2042 introduced a new open-ended class system where you're no longer limited to the 4 main classes you can play. Instead, you choose an operator that's bound to one gadget and a perk, and you can build whatever you want on top of that. And people absolutely hated this. And to be honest, it's reasonable that people think that. The game no longer has any cooperation between teammates, everyone looks the same because there's only a couple specialists, and there's simply no more organization with an actual team composition in Battlefield anymore. And also, why is the reviving system so dumb? Why do I have to go through a preset animation and be rubbing my defibrillators together as slow as possible, being forced to stand still, and then revive the person? No one's doing this. Overall, how I think they can easily fix this class system is by making each specialist into a subcategory of one of the main 4 classes. So essentially, every specialist is either in the medic class or the assault class or the support class, and whatever class category that specialist falls under, they have access to a pool of gadgets and a pool of tools that they can use that the other class categories can't. So that way you're still keeping your specialist system and the class system at the same time. There are so many veteran Battlefield players who really need that class system to be in the game, and I'm really surprised that they took it out. A lot of people are angry. Another big problem is the gunplay. People are calling the gunplay super shitty, but honestly, I couldn't disagree more. The addition of tactical sprint, the addition of being able to reload while zooming in, the plus attachment system, there's so much that elevated the gunplay in this game. The guns in the game also have super good feedback. The sounds are good, the recoil feels skillful, and the bullets actually feel impactful. I have absolutely no comment on the gunplay feeling bad, and I think Battlefield nailed this more than they pretty much ever have. I don't know what the hell people are complaining about there with aiming down sights looking weird and shit. What game are you playing? Another problem that I can realistically see that's getting a lot of hate is the movement. Once again, personally, I think the movement is smooth as hell and actually fluid. But people are saying the movement's closer to COD, to Apex Legends, and is too loose and unrealistic. And to some extent, I can understand that. If you're a military operator, you have hella gear on, and feels like you're moving pretty fast. Especially with unlimited tac sprint, it doesn't really feel like there's any limiting factors to how fast you can move. But that's also a valid thing to have because the maps are so big now. But that brings me to my next point. People literally think the maps are too big and that there's not enough action. They feel as if the big maps render too much time where you're not fighting people. And yeah, sometimes it does feel like it may be better to just redeploy. But overall, the action was pretty spread out and balanced. And there's 64 players on each team. The maps are well made for that. If you remember back in Battlefield 1, that sandy map that had objective G that was like 600 meters from the entire fight. Battlefield games have had this problem before. They just didn't give us the best map to play the beta with. But the absolute biggest problem I've been seeing, and I can completely agree with this because it is true, out of all the Battlefield games, this is the least Battlefield game I've ever played. This game does not feel like Battlefield. And this is funny because on my channel all the time, we're always talking about things that feel the exact same. Far Cry being the same, COD's all being the same. The gunplay, the movement, people all have their different mixed opinions on this. But the reason that is because it doesn't feel like Battlefield's supposed to feel. And I think that's where most of the conflict is coming from. People who are expecting something completely different and people who are just playing the game to play the game. As this game holds up, it is really fun. The guns are awesome. The graphics are awesome. There's tornadoes. The vehicles are strong and fun to use. The time to kill is balanced. There is so much good in this game. But when it comes to being a good Battlefield game, it falls off. It was really unexpected that it would feel this different, but it was a pleasant surprise for me. You gotta remember that they took the extra year off to develop this game. They wanted to provide something new to the Battlefield experience, and I personally believe that they did that very well. Will everyone agree with this? No. Is this gonna cause a lot of people to not pre-order the game or buy it? Most likely, but this is a different era of Battlefield now. That's just what it is. I'm not going to talk about the bugs that I encountered or some of the glitches, because at the end of the day, it was an older build and those things will be flattened out. But I can tell you, those 3 days I had on Battlefield 2042 were a blast, even though my optimization was shit because I have a 1070. But it's definitely going to be up in the air which direction this Battlefield goes when it launches. I don't know if it's going to be successful or not yet, and it's worrying me because I really want it to be. So we will simply just have to see. But as of right now, Battlefield is very, very hated. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Tell me what you think about Battlefield 2042, if you think it'll be successful, and if you had fun on the beta. Leave it all down below in the comments. As always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.